Today on Horror Movie Talk, we will be reviewing the new theatrical release, The Bride. Yet another take on the Frankenstein story, but this time with slightly more girl power.
Is this a metal thing?
Yes. Little taste.
David, what is this?
It's pretty thick.
Break.
I have to kill a lot of people! Just tell me what you want me to fuck!
I have big tits and a tiny vagina.
Oil me up, Daddy.
I can't believe that Bryce prefers big tits.
Mistletoe alert.
This is backcountry.
This guy was a real jerk.
How long can Hugo being pregnant?
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Oh, you're such a dick, David.
Okay, everybody, put on your corpse handling gloves.
Ew.
Hoodie Picasso.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Horror Movie Talk. My name is Max, and with me today is Bryce Hansen, my co-host, and returning to the show today, Mikayla.
Hi, guys.
Bryce, you're missing your drops. Okay, that's not the drop I was hoping for. Okay, better, but not. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Mikayla, round 2. How does it feel?
Exciting. I'm happy. I was like, cool, let's go.
But
Know
now,
you guys a little bit
now
better.
that you've seen the movie,
Yeah, I wasn't excited originally to see the movie, and then I watched the trailer again, and I was like, okay, I'm really excited. And then I saw the movie, and here we
a
are.
roller coaster.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotions.
Here on Horror Movie
Well,
Talk.
thanks for being on. Behind the scenes, we had someone that said they could be on this week, and then last minute, wasn't able to see the movie. Maybe they saw that the movie wasn't going to be as good as they thought, and they just decided, nah, we'll see another one. And that's not the dedication that we require at Horror Movie Talk.
I low-key was kind of happy that I really loved Bone Lake, and I fucking hated this movie. No spoilers. So, yeah. I was like, cool. At least you get to see, the two different sides of me in the two, auditions.
I don't normally do this, but I looked up some interviews, and I don't think I looked at any of the reviews, but I looked up some interviews and got inundated on TikTok with ads for The Bride. And the more and more I watch the promotion of this movie, the more I'm like, ooh, they're really trying to polish this turd. They're really trying to put a lot of meaning into this that's just not there.
See,
Thank God, Bryce.
I went the
You
other
don't
route, and I started researching Mary Shelly because I was like, surely she's not the psycho she's portrayed as in this movie. Turns out her life was pretty insane, actually. So
yeah, her life was insane. Her husband was a character. Let's just say that.
Dude, okay, I'll drop this little lore of Mary Shelley. She started dating her would-be husband while he was already married to someone else. And then the two of them went off on a trip to tour the world, and his wife killed herself. And then they got married. So brutal.
Gotta love
Ladies, what is it? Ladies that date married men, can't you see where this is going? You're can't you see where this is going to end? I just don't understand. You're good news. His wife killed herself, so he's free. I just don't understand.
Free. She's free of him. Free of this
I
mortal
think it's
coil.
a societal expectations.
He must lay down that D like no one else,
Oh, God.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, the
I got it. Okay.
There's a couple
we gotta
clips
get
of
to
Maggie
the
Gyllenhaal.
scores.
There's a couple clips of Maggie Gyllenhaal where it's that meme where it's like all the news stations that say the same thing at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
The Sinclair media, like you could overlay her interviews. She has like the same soundbite that she keeps repeating, which is like, a lot of people say it reminds them or think that it's punk. And, I could see that, but, it's really about, what's monstrous inside of everyone. And it's like, oh my God, this is as pretentious as I thought it was going to be. Anyways, I don't want to ruin it. We gotta save it for the review.
I literally, what I was telling Max, before you got in, I cannot wait to talk about how much I don't like this movie.
Well, I'll balance this out because I actually didn't hate it. So let's move on. Here at Horror Movie Talk, we are a silly and opinionated horror movie review show. New releases always get priority, like this one. Every time a horror movie comes out, almost every time I'll say, we go and see it so you don't have to, or so you can know you should run to the movie theater. We watch movies both good and horrible. Don't expect a full recap, but strap in for some hot takes as we dive into what we liked and hated, Mikayla, about this movie. Make sure to rate and review anywhere you're listening. Also, check out horrormovietalk.com to find links to our socials. Or if you want to hear your voice on the show, call 682-253-4468 and leave us a voicemail. But we've got a great show for you today. We will be reviewing The Bride. We'll start out by giving a spoiler-free synopsis and review. After we give our scores, we'll jump into the spoilers section. At the end of the episode, we have nothing. So there's that. The Bride can be found in theaters now. All right. You've heard of the story of Frankenstein's monster many times. Once, just a few months ago, in fact. And that is only half the story. Something has been long missing. What we really need is a femininominon. The Bride is about a woman named Ida who I think is possessed by the ghost of Mary Shelley. After causing a scene, she is pushed down a flight of stairs to her death. Meanwhile, our boy Frankenstein's monster, or as the kids call him, Frank, meets with a therapist to talk about his loneliness. Just kidding. He goes to a mad scientist and begs for a sexy wife. You can see where this is going. Now resurrected and missing her memory, Ida must make fundamental decisions about her life. Who is she? What is she? Was she really just created to be someone's wife? And does she even want this life? For all of this and more, watch the movie yourself or stick around for the spoiler section. My review is that it wasn't too long ago that we were recording an episode about a different take on Frankenstein. And going to this movie, I was feeling a little burnt out by the story. I love Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and by that I mean the book, not the movie that's literally titled Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. But I am often left wanting when it comes to these movie adaptations. Oh, got a hair in my mouth. It's gone. Luckily, The Bride is a fairly unique take on the creature and the creaturess as they struggle in this world together. The movie has a strong emphasis on women's rights, based in, I think, 1938. We are shown lots of gender inequality in the workplace, as well as some pretty nasty misogyny and sexual harassment and assault of women. All problems that are very relevant today. I enjoyed watching the bride attempt to become her own person while constantly being pulled in different directions from those around her, including the very wacky version of Mary Shelley in her head. Well, I don't think the message quite landed for me. I still didn't have that bad of a time. I thought it was pretty all right. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm actually going to land on a 6 out of 10 too, solely for the fact that it's visually interesting and it's very vibey. Like in terms of like establishing a vibe and kind of going for a tone, it is interesting. I will say like, and it's unique. I will say it's unique. Like, and so it gets some points from me for that. Anything any movie that presents something that I haven't really seen before gets some points. But it's way too long. I couldn't tell you even really what it's about, like specifically. The main themes that I could gather from it, and it doesn't really earn it very well, is like female rage. There's a little bit of like the missing history, the missing female narrative in history. Lots of interesting stuff that could be explored a lot better, in my opinion. And it just wasn't earned. And the stuff that it did do in terms of plot, confused the message sometimes. So it's like, okay, is this a romance between Frankenstein and the bride or not? And it doesn't ever seem to really lean either way. It's like, okay, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the main thing is it is a romance between Frankenstein and the bride, but also it like lays the groundwork for it to be like, you know, Frankenstein created or demanded that she was created for him. And there's kind of like, is that what her fate should be? Or, you know, is that what she wants? And it just doesn't even really explore that much. The whole Mary Shelley possession was bizarre. Like, I don't understand what that was supposed to be. It was more like Mary Shelley Tourette's.
Yeah.
But also, it does this thing where I think what they're trying to communicate is like she's being inhabited by a much more intelligent mind to like tell like another perspective. But the way it does this kind of tropey Hollywood thing where like how you show intelligence is you have them read a thesaurus to say one thing. And it's like, you know, highly intelligent people don't have to like use alliteration and like repetition and use a thesaurus. They usually just say the one really insightful thing.
It's like
intelligently.
It's like,
and actually, intelligent people generally curse more. That's like a statistic, and so it's funny to me to use like the hyper intelligent words.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know. It's very confused. It's a big swing. I admire it for it being a big swing, but it, for the most part, like I couldn't tell you what the motivations for the bride were. And maybe that's supposed to be baked in. I guess you can kind of tell Frankenstein's motivations. But in terms of story, like it has a lot of plot and not a lot of story.
Maybe
not a lot of like emotional impact to me.
Maybe not knowing the bride's motivations is like part of the experience, because I wonder if this would resonate with women who like got married young and then like later in life realized they never really found themselves and like don't really know who they are, and like even with that realization don't really know where to go from there. But I don't know. I mean, that's
an interesting perspective, because I saw her having freaking manic energy that was just way too intense.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that it was like the opposite of showing feminism. It's like showing a crazy woman and like, just let me be crazy because I'm a woman and it's okay. And it just kind of was a little too much for me. I don't know.
Yeah. And the other thing, I mean, watching the Maggie Gyllenhaal interviews,
Mm-hmm.
like she made it a big point to talk about like how it was inspired by her daughters, that her daughters, like, you couldn't really fit them into a box. Like, they weren't really interested in being in the box that society or their parents wanted them to be in. And so that was like a big part of it. And then the other part was like, she talked about everyone having, you know, a little bit of the monstrous inside them and that it's okay or something like that. So, I mean, I think that is explored a little bit in the movie of just like them being surprised at their own violence, you know, and not able to really confront it. Again, it's not really earned or explained or like really done particularly well. It's a lot of like, I don't know. It didn't work completely for me. What's your take, Mikayla?
Well, so Bryce, I feel like you hit the nail on the head with a lot of it because a lot of it is just so unearned. The ideas are there, the ideas are great, but it's not accomplished. And it was just like unfulfilling. And that's why, and I sat there and I was literally like barely an hour in and I'm like, is this over? Can it be done now? And it wasn't done. So I think that says a lot about a movie for me. And I love artistic film and all this. Also, I have a really issue with like the artistic aspect of like all the black paint on the face kind of thing. Oh, it stains them, but it's artistic, but the whole movie isn't that artistic. So it's just like disconnect. There's just a lot of disconnect for me. I want to like it so bad. And reviewing my notes, and because I just saw it yesterday and didn't have enough time to like really look into it, but looking into like all the history of Frankenstein, watching the movie, reviewing things, I'll give it a higher score than I would have when I was watching it. I'll give it like a 5. I want to give it a 2 in my heart, but because of the other aspects, and I can be outside of myself, I'm going to give it a 5.
I would own the 2. You know, if it was really that miserable for you, I would just own it. Be the bold one, because I think honestly that's probably more where
it's
I
the truth,
would go
right?
to.
I don't know. It just like it was miserable. The whole movie, I was like, is this over yet? Oh, okay, you're overreaching. You're trying to go for comedy, but are you? I don't know what's happening. You're saying like quippy things that aren't really, they land and then it has nothing to do with the movie, and then you're doing something else. It's just, it was ADHD brain, the whole movie.
Yeah, it's ADHD brain with a, like...
But it was artistic, and
a
so I'm
wrong
like, well...
pace. Like, I think the main thing that was wrong was the pacing was terrible for what it's trying to do. If you're trying to do, like, Unhinged and, like, Bonnie and Clyde, Frankenstein and the Bride, like, you gotta speed it up. Like, you gotta do a lot more, like, MTV quick cuts. You gotta do,
funny.
like... Natural Born Killers, you know.
Well, that's what my dad said. He was like, what I would have liked was more Bonnie and Clyde shit. Like, they should have robbed a bank. They should have been doing, like, crazy things.
Well, they robbed a wishing well.
Twice.
But, like, the intensity, I mean, if it ramped up the intensity with the editing and the pacing, like, if you think of, like, Uncut Gems, like, just think of, like, how intense that was, and like how there's not a lot of stuff that happens in Uncut Gems. Like, it's not Uncut Gems. It's not
Gems.
like that crazy of a story. There's not a lot that happens in the plot, but it's the internal energy and the frenetic pacing of it is built in to the editing of it. So I don't know. I think it was just like kind of a mismatch of styles.
It was all over the place.
The context of going into a movie really matters, though, because the last 2 movies that we watched were Scream 7 and Psycho Killer. And
So
both of those I wanted to gouge my eyes out. So this one, I was sitting there like, I'm chilling. I'm doing all right here.
I mean, it's interesting.
You were so right in comparison.
Psycho Killer was such a slog. But I don't know. I mean, Scream 7 wasn't that bad. It was a Scream. It was a slasher.
Don't give in, Bryce. I saw all those comments saying that we were wrong to give it low score. Don't give in.
Hold tight to your 2, like you told me.
What did I give Scream 7? I can't remember.
I don't know. I think I gave it a 2.
I think I gave it like a 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's whatever.
A movie. Because like my whole family, when we went and see it, they gave the movie a 6 just because of like the budget and production. And I'm like, whoa, that is not a reason to give it a good score.
Right.
Like, it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give it a 2, but what about all the people that worked on the film, Mikayla?
Exactly.
Don't you feel
They
bad
worked
that they
really
worked
hard.
really hard on this?
Exactly.
Think of all the
That's
money.
why I'm like, a 5. Okay, a 5.
That's literally like what Chris Stuckman's scores are now. I don't know if you've watched since like Chris Stuckman has made a movie.
Oh,
He's
I know
like,
what you're talking about.
I don't want to say it's bad because, it's a lot of hard work making a movie. It's like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a lot
can
of hard
work
work
hard
for
and
me to
do
take a
shit.
shit sometimes, but it's not, it's still a piece of shit. So
Exactly.
I'm not looking for applause. Anyways, let's get into it.
Well, I would love to get into it, Bryce, but unfortunately there's this mid-roll and there's no way to get through it unless you pay like $6. So
No.
Oh no. Here come the ads.
that goes on for far too long. If you're listening to these commercials, you should know that you don't have to. We have a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/horrormovietalk. There you can find ad-free content, bonus content, other types of content, I'm sure. Also, check out horrormovietalk.com/shop, where you can buy hats, hoodies, stickers, buttons, and all sorts of things with our logo on it. Also, make sure to check out our resident artist, Dustin Goebel. Dustin has been making our artwork for hundreds of episodes. He has the artwork on the episode that you're listening to right now. And if you go to Instagram at DGOEBEL00, you'll find his page where he posts lots of fun content as well as excuse me, dang it. As well as his project Forayan, which I will tag on the photo for this episode on Instagram. So go check out his project because he's doing some great things over there. Also, call 682-253-4468. And if you're listening on double speed, that was unlistenable, so I'll slow down. 682-253-4468 to call and leave us a voicemail. Thanks again for listening. Let's get into these spoilers. All right, so first of all, I have to talk about this Mary Shelly thing. Okay, this is what I truly don't understand. In the in-universe of this movie is both a universe where Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein and Frankenstein actually exists. So what's going on?
Also, what's the time frame for this?
1930s something.
1930. Was there still like flappers in the 1930s? Wasn't this like the middle of the Depression?
Well, that's the 1930s are the Dust Bowl, right?
This is late
So
1930s, though. It's almost the 40s.
Okay.
So is it between World War I and World War II?
Yes. Question.
You could only hope.
There
Either
was-
that or
there
between
was-
World War II and World War III.
Because I was thinking it was like the 1920s.
Yeah, no, it specifically says it's 1930s Chicago.
Okay, I guess that's different. The other thing is that confused me with the time frame is there was one line. Tell me if I'm crazy here. There was one line which was kind of almost the thesis of the movie, I thought it was, which was like, you know, they don't believe that women could do anything. Like, they don't believe in women scientists or women astronauts. And I'm like, women astronauts? What? Is this the 60s? Like, there's no such thing as astronauts in the late 30s, right? That's not a word that existed, is it?
That is a great question. When were the first astronauts?
I literally can't. The feminist stuff was so heavy-handed and not done properly. That's all I have to say.
Not the first American astronauts.
It was coined in the 20s and 30s for science fiction.
There you go. Oh.
It was just a dream back then.
It was just a dream.
So there's no male astronauts either, though.
Right.
Exactly.
That's like saying, like, they don't believe in female, you know,
aliens.
Like,
it's fine.
Or like, I don't know, what's like a mythological creature? It's like,
oh god, a unicorn.
Yeah, they don't believe
all
in
unicorns are men.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, all right, so yeah, but it doesn't exist either for men. Anyways, so
okay.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that it felt a little anachronistic. But I guess it wasn't, you know? I mean...
I have something to say.
Okay. Say it, girl. We're here to listen.
So, the doctor, who is Annette Bening, I believe is her name, and she's very famous. Wonderful, right? I don't know if she was, like, trying to be funny, if it was, like, on purpose or not, but then she tells Frankenstein, like, you just want pussy? Like, there's other ways to get it, and she literally says that, and that just, like, blew my mind in the movie. Like, this is supposed to be, like, a feminist movie. She's just like, dude, if you just want to get laid, like, go do that. Well,
okay, that ties in to one of my biggest confusions of the movie is, what wave of feminism are we talking about here? Because,
like, what is happening?
Because Mary Shelley is, like, the driving force in the bride's mind to do like these crazy things. Mary Shelley was some sort of feminist, but not like a 21st century feminist. Like,
yeah, it was 1818 when the book came out. Like,
I mean, I did very minimal research, but from what I can find, she was very interested in like preserving female rights in the home. Like, women should be respected as they do their like womenly
wifely duties.
But she was also, I mean, she was a writer and she edited her husband's writings, and so she was doing work. I don't know why I did quotations. She was doing work. That was like a physical Freudian slip.
This is why we need a woman on the podcast to remind us, like, oh yeah, no, actually, that women do work.
No. She was a hardworking lady. All I'm saying is, I don't think she
a working girl, if you will.
I don't know if she would have had the mindset of modern day feminism. Is all.
Yeah, and it was weird that she was like her conscience like driving her to like be more feminist, but also, okay, this is going to be so like controversial and shitty, but the bride seemed like she had Tourette's the entire time.
Yeah.
And it just was really uncomfortable. And I did so much research about Frankenstein, and a lot of it, in many of the movies, the brain gets like compromised before they put it into the body, which is like part of the story. But they didn't really like show that here. And like, she just like, I just feel like it didn't represent women in a good way. It represented women in a bad way. Like, oh, you're fucking annoying. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's also like, if you wanted to make that character, why not just make that character? Like, why does she have to be possessed by Mary Shelley's... It felt like a narrative device. Like, Maggie Gyllenhaal was like, wouldn't it be cool if we just opened it from the voice of Mary Shelley, and that she was a badass, you know, feminist that was like, I'm gonna tell you the true story of I wasn't allowed to tell. And where it could have been just a woman in the late 30s that was like a free spirit and just didn't give a fuck, and then had to suffer the consequences of it, and then gets invigorated. It's like the whole possession thing, Tourette's thing was completely unnecessary. Or, hey, you could have given her just Tourette's. Like, that would have been fun.
Exactly.
I think it maybe
have her throw out an N-word in the middle of an award show.
That would be insane.
And then get tossed
but
down
kinda cool.
a flight of stairs.
Not cool to say the N-word, but cool to show a Tourette's person saying the N-word and no one gets offended. You know what?
Right.
That would be cool. No, but I think maybe what they were trying to go for was like, oh, men want women to be silent, and when they talk too much or when they're too aggressive, they label them as crazy, right? And so we'll show her being the opposite of that. But then it goes so far as to is like, well, okay, maybe in this one instance, girlfriend, maybe you're being a little crazy.
Yeah. Literally, it's like, okay, well,
you
I
girl
get it,
boss
girl,
too close to the sun.
but like, let's rein it back a little bit. And it's like, I would expect that from a man as well. And I think they're going too far on the feminism of like, oh, a woman can do whatever and you're supposed to accept it. And it's like, no, people still are supposed to like do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
I mean,
is the message like, girl bosses commit murder, and that's cool. It's like, and that's a cool thing to do.
I won't say that the girl bossing was totally totally didn't work for me. There were moments where I was like, okay, girl, yeah, clocked it. All right, yeah, I see you. But yeah, other moments where I was like, ooh, maybe that's
it was kind of cringy.
Yeah,
that's my issue with the movie, was that there were so many like scenes that were cringy. I loved the dance scene though, even though that technically is pretty cringy.
It's
but I
one of the most
loved
cringe
it
parts.
so much. Oh my god, because it was good cringe. That's good cringe.
Well, that part was like so interesting to me because threaded throughout a majority of the movie was a real love of young Frankenstein. Like, literally, that dance was an homage to Young Frankenstein, where he dances to Putting on the Ritz. I mean, and he yells out, Putting on the Ritz. It's like, okay. So, and, the whole kind of, passionate sex stuff between the bride and Frankenstein. It's like, it's interesting. With any Frankenstein adaptation, it's interesting to see what they weave in, because the book is completely different than the 30s Frankenstein, and any of the adaptations, and like it's interesting to see what they pick and choose of what kind of canon material are we going to use in this. But yeah, I okay, so I'm thinking of the main like pedestal plot points, and it's hard to identify them because they don't make a big deal out of them and they don't really communicate it well. So like even the inciting event where she's thrown down a flight of stairs, like it's not clear if she slipped or if she was pushed down a flight of stairs, and that seems like a super simple thing to show. Like,
yeah, like I thought they were murdering her, but then like it looked like she fell. It was weird.
I think later in the movie we get clarification that she was murdered because those two guys are meeting with the mob boss and they're like, no, we took care of her. That's how they say it. So but
yeah, but also it could have been like, oh, I mean, that
Why
worked
not
out
just
well.
show him shove her?
I mean, I would say it's manslaughter at the very least, because they were beating the frick out of her at the top of the stairs. So if she lost her balance, that may be on them.
I mean, it's not too hard to just do a this is Sparta moment at the top of that stairs. I mean, just like make it dramatic, not make it. It's just weird that some of these moments that are supposed to be super dramatic and meaningful just are like passed over and like, and then this happens, and then we'll go on to the next thing.
I have so many things to say about this movie. I can't contain myself.
Say it.
So I want to know, this is like the secondary thing that we're going to talk about. I want to know what you guys feel about Christian Bale and like his portrayal of the monster, and Frankie is what we're going to call him. But anyway, before that, I had a really big issue with the black frickin' spot bullshit. I don't know. It was like, oh, I'm going to try to be artistic. It looks like a paint mark. And it's like, oh, well, it's a stain from the chemical that we used. And it's like, okay, cool. But also, it's like, why wouldn't it be messy and all over her neck, like all over her chin, like just gross? And it's like this really intentionally artistic thing when I feel like the rest of the movie didn't like follow that cadence. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the black makeup thing, I don't know, it worked for me.
She had like a Cupid's bow. Like she had a little heart on her lips. I'm like, oh, okay. Yep, it just stained like that.
It is lucky for her that she's still incredibly hot with a massive black stain on her face.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, I think it worked okay. Like, I probably just got used to it from the trailers, but like, it's an interesting touch. It's an interesting creative decision that.
And then everyone in society is just like, you're a normal person.
Well, there's that. That part is like a little like, what's wrong with your fucking face? Like,
dudes are like trying to make out
foundation
with her
in the 30s. It's not insurmountable, you know. But
if you are at the club and you see a woman dribbling like black ooze from her mouth, what part of you is just like, I feel the need to go and touch that woman now? Like,
yeah, like that's the one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, when we at the club,
like
we all
you said,
fam.
Max, yeah, she's still hot, so it's fine, I guess.
Well, yeah, and then the other thing is she's at the club and she sees the women putting on their makeup, and you're like, wow, that is such a great idea. Give me eyebrows.
Oh my!
And that's it.
Bryce, I know you have an eyebrow thing because your whole Mia Goth issue.
Uh-huh.
But no, okay, so that's also thing. What is that club? Is it a queer club? Like, I don't understand. Like,
it's in the middle of the street. It's under a bridge.
I think it's just
not even a club.
It's like a homeless encampment club. It's kind of what it seems like. Like, you have all walks of life in there, and they're all just like not doing okay.
All the homeless gays, all the homeless LGBTQ.
There is a higher number of gay people on the streets. That's a fact. So
that's true.
I was just like, what is this? Like, what is happening? Like, the singer, like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the late 19, maybe I'm just ignorant. Like, I'm assuming like the big raucous era of, you know, we can do whatever the fuck we want was kind of ended in the 20s after the Depression. Mm-hmm. They're like, maybe we did bring down hellfire on ourselves by like having raucous clubs during the Prohibition era.
Dude, there was a moment where she's like dancing like crazy on the dance floor, and I swear I heard a synthesizer in that live band, and I was like, when were synthesizers invented? Like, this is like a 80s song.
Yeah, there's see, that's the thing. Well, no, they did have a what's it called? What's it called? The spooky sound.
Yeah, that woo
thing.
Yeah, they
did have those
what
back
are
then.
those called?
I don't remember.
The woo.
But do those make different sounds other than Ghost going woo?
No, not really.
Okay, so
I mean,
it was like,
that's the thing. It's like, if you're going to do
with like a jazz band also playing, you know?
Yeah. If you're going to do anachronistic shit, just go full bore with it. Like, go Marie Antoinette, put her in Converse All Stars. Like, let's just not worry about the time frame.
Thank you, Bryce. Correct. That was my whole issue with the movie. And I love an artistic movie. I love, I'm cool with going out of the box. I'm cool with suspension of disbelief. But this movie didn't settle on a theme or a choice. It was just like, okay, I'm going to do this for a second, then I'm going to do this for a second, then I'm going to do this. And that's my biggest issue.
I think that is really well portrayed in one of the main themes, which is like she has to pick a name for herself. She can't be given a name. She can't assume a name. She has to choose who she is. But who she chooses is a title that refers to relationships with men. So I don't know exactly what the message was there.
Well, and then something aside from that I do want to bring up, the whole like Ginger Rogers thing. I think that's who Julianne Hough, who was actually, like, she doesn't have a name in the film, but she's the one dancing with Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie, like in the black and white film. I think that's who she was supposed to portray, and because the film was such a huge part of it, he kept telling her that she's Ginger Rogers. And that is an old-timey actress from the, 1900s that, so I think that like, that was a weird, like, I liked that aspect of bringing that in. But then you're right, like, she picks a name, and her name is the bride, and it's like, oh, well, I'm not your bride, but I'm the bride. And it's like, okay.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that
Exactly,
means.
Like, that's not feminist to me, and they're trying to be so feminist, and it's like... So how about you actually pick a name instead of calling yourself the bride, but not the bride of someone? Like,
It's such a shame that he names her Penelope, gets that tattooed on her chest, and then like a week later she decides to go by something else.
yeah,
Right.
he gets Penelope all the... Wait, so, okay, can we please... I don't know what you guys have planned for this, but can we please talk about Christian Bale's character?
Yeah.
Like, how did
Christian
you guys
Bale
feel?
is one of those actors for me that, like, he can work perfectly, and then the more I look at his face, I'm like, something's wrong with that face, especially his mouth. Something's wrong with that guy's mouth, and it disturbs me sometimes. And it's very much comes out in this thing where he's like,
I think he's a very handsome man, but his lips are creepily thin.
It's no lips.
he's like, I don't know how to talk about it. Like, if you look at his mouth too long, he starts looking like a puppet, you know?
Well, and I hated the way he talked in this. Like, I don't know. Like, even, okay, so watching the trailer, my dad was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of Batman. I don't know if it's because Christian Bale's the Batman. And Maggie Gyllenhaal is freaking in The Dark Knight with Christian Bale, so there's that whole aspect. But he's talking like this, and it's just like, okay, yep.
Well, at least they didn't use a voice changer like Psycho Killer.
Exactly. Wait, and I have a whole nother point. Okay, so we haven't even gotten into the detectives. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz, which she basically has that moment where she's like, I'm the captain now. Like, from, like, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Like, pretty sure they had jurisdiction back then, too. Like, the concept of jurisdiction to where, like, who the hell are you to give me orders? I have a badge. Like, who gives a fuck? From where? Like, you're a detective where?
And then homie, okay, so Peter Sarsgaard is Maggie Gyllenhaal's husband. And to bring it back, because we're gonna do the Skeleton Key, I'm gonna make you guys watch it. He's in that. But anyway, he's just eating the whole time. And I saw an interview with him, and he's like, she basically wrote this role for me. It's very different than other movies I've done with her, and this role just felt like me. And all he's doing is eating the whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't. The detectives really were like, what are we doing?
And that, like, the reveal, it takes so long for it to reveal, like, I guess Ida and her girlfriends were informants for the detectives, and the
They're
detectives...
prostitutes who
and
are informants.
Exactly, yes.
Guys, escorts. There's a difference. Be respectful.
Ladies of the night. Is that better or worse, actually? I don't know.
Ladies of the night is way worse.
They're party girls. They're not ladies of the night. They accompany gentlemen.
They're company.
They sip oysters when they say put it in your mouth.
Right.
Like, it's fine.
So, like, this whole story, her backstory is that she was a spy informant for the police, and then turned out the police didn't give a fuck.
But she still fucked him, though.
And she still fucked him.
Yeah,
well, no, she fucked him to get him to reopen the case.
Exactly.
And
at
he
which point
didn't.
he didn't.
Ooh.
And he verbatim said, "I'm a dirty cop." That's what he said.
I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. We won't get fooled again.
Oh, God. I can't. I'm so sorry if I'm derailing this, but this movie was just so intense and there were so many, like, different things happening.
No, it's good. I want to jump around. I'm trying to remember, like, all that happened. Because there is so much, yet nothing going on. Like,
can we talk about
Exactly.
the most cringe part of the
Yes.
movie is that supposedly Ida is inciting a girl riot
right.
with her actions, and that there's
Yeah.
like
I hated
copycat.
that. It didn't even make sense to me how that happened.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
unearned.
what?
Like that's one of the most unearned things in the movie. It was like now now everyone else is painting their face, and this is where it gets really cringe because I think they wanted girls to do that on TikTok.
Ew,
I'll
no,
put
they
that
didn't. No
because
way.
I saw some like promo clips of people getting interviewed outside of the theater after they watched it, and they had the little splotches of black on their face.
Stop
I'm like,
it.
don't try. Just
Okay.
this is embarrassing. Like I'm embarrassed for you that you're trying to like seed this somehow by saying like, oh yeah, they totally showed up and they were so into it, having never seen the film, that they put this makeup on
Okay.
to celebrate this film.
This movement, we'll say, reminded me a lot of. Have you seen One Battle After Another?
Uh-huh.
Not yet. I want to.
Okay, I won't spoil it for you, but basically, the movie is showing like the good and bad of being a what would you call them? Not a protester, but like a
Political activist warrior.
Right.
Like an advocate.
and so like
no, more extreme than that. Like basically a domestic
right,
terrorist.
like a domestic terrorist for a cause, but
Mhm.
it's trying to show like you kind of want to agree with those people because their message is in line with what I more think, but their actions, like they come across as like way too violent and they make mistakes and then they get in trouble and then they don't affect change. And so that was kind of what I was seeing here when like women are like climbing on burning cars and shooting guns into the air. It's like, honey, I don't think you're affecting change. I think you're getting arrested.
Yeah.
That's I feel like it so missed the mark when it comes to feminism. I just do. I think it literally was not feminist in any positive way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's the core message of this? Like, okay, let's try to. I gave my thesis of what I thought the core message was. What do you think the core message of this movie is supposed to be? What are you supposed to walk away from this and be like, yeah, that's that's
You
what
go ahead,
Maggie
Mikayla.
Gyllenhaal was going for.
Well, I listened to interviews with her and she's talking about it being this feminist movement and like so great, and I'm like, you missed the fucking mark. Like, and it's not even hitting the marks of what Frankenstein is about, because Frankenstein is about like creating life, and if we should have that power, existence, the fact that if the creator is evil, is the creature evil? Like, there's so many in-depth layers of like Frankenstein that just weren't even touched. And that's where I was kind of getting at too with Christian Bale's character, because I know in a lot of the adaptations of Frankenstein, you know, he's innocent until he's not. And Christian Bale though was like weird and stupid and like not cute innocent trying to learn. It just I don't know what the point was. That's the issue with the movie.
I think the main message, I mean, in interviews, they apparently are like, oh, it's about the monster in us all. But I don't think that's not what I got from the movie. I think it was more about like female autonomy, because the two main things are she keeps repeating, I would prefer not to, which is basically her being like a cutesy, snarky way of saying, no, I'm a woman and I'm going to say no to a man. The other is her having to choose a name, not fulfilling the roles that others give you, but choosing a path for yourself. I think that's what the movie was about, is women being able to have autonomy over their choices. I guess she was able to do it, but also the love aspect really throws me off, because she is at the same time in love with Frankenstein and like pushing away and being like, no, I'm a girl boss.
But then they get reanimated and hold hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a strong, independent woman, and I don't need no man. But also, I'm going to name myself the bride.
Right.
But I'm not your bride.
That was the point in the movie where I was like, maybe I don't get it. Because wouldn't you want to be your own thing instead of a title that is relational to a man? Typically, we'll say.
Well,
in the postmodern world where words don't have any meaning whatsoever anymore, you can claim the title "The Bride" and have it have no meaning about being betrothed to anyone.
But okay, and when she names herself the bride, he gets down on one knee and asks her to marry him, and she says, "No, because I'm not your bride. I'm the bride." And to me, I was like, that makes it sound worse somehow. Like, that makes it sound like, who? You're everyone's bride? Yeah, this is just, I don't know.
You're just a common whore.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot. Well, and then, oh God. Yeah, no.
Like, what's your takeaway, Mikayla? What's it supposed to be?
I don't know.
Like, what are we going for? Like,
that's why I'm so upset at this movie.
That's the thing. Like, my thing where I take it, my takeaway is like, it's like looking at a Rorschach test. It's like, is that the point? Because like I'm trying to make it into something, and the thing that makes sense to me is like kind of the female rage aspect of just like being, a second-class citizen for so long. And then like the whole thing with her not being able to remember her name is kind of like a stand-in for the erasure of women in history and their contributions and stuff. But it's just not like, I feel like I'm wedging that in, and that like, I don't know necessarily if Maggie Gyllenhaal was going for that at all, because it's not mentioned.
I think she was going for all of those things, but I think it was just so like, it was heavy-handed in the wrong points and too minimal in the other points. It's
right.
Like, what is happening? And then her husband's just in the movie eating all the time. And then Penelope Cruz is like, I'm a boss too. And it's just like, what? Okay, yep. And then the end, oh my God. Okay.
Wait, before we get to the end, I just realized I had another realization of a point in the theater where I was like, what? Does Maggie Gyllenhaal not know how cops work? Like, so they're in a crowded party with a bunch of rich people. They're surrounded by cops with guns, like absolutely surrounded with guns aimed at the bride, and the bride has a gun. Do you not know how they're going to shoot her? Like, if she just is holding a gun, she's going to be shot immediately.
But she's about to shoot Jake Gyllenhaal, who is like the star
But then
boy.
she starts prancing
what about
around,
like the 3
pointing at
minutes
everybody.
before she got Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, that's true.
And then she's like shooting, and then she shoots a cop in front of them. Would that not be your cue? Like what you're trying to tell me is she shoots a cop in cold blood, and all the other 20 cops with their guns aimed at her are just like, should we read her rights? What do we do in this situation? And they give Frankenstein enough time to pull down a fucking chandelier like the Phantom of the Opera and make their escape. I'm like, what are we doing? Just start shooting her.
We didn't even talk about how he was eating glass before. He like just started crunching on glass.
It was very unclear if they were like immortal and couldn't be hurt, or if they could die from regular bullets.
It's so unclear.
Right.
You're very correct.
But okay, so with the scene of all the cops surrounding them at the party, part of me is almost like, I mean, number one, this would never happen. You're right. They would immediately start blasting. But number two, maybe that's correct protocol. It's like, there's a lot of people around here. If you shoot at her, there's a huge chance you could hit someone else. So,
Well, and in the 30s, with their accuracy,
Right.
with their revolvers, I don't know.
so I'm thinking like, hey, if I'm one of those cops pointed a gun at a lady in a crowded room, I would be terrified of hitting someone else. Like,
Also, just strategically, the other thing is, what was that one cop doing?
hey.
They have her surrounded. They have her surrounded with their guns drawn, and then he's like sneaking around the side. You don't have to sneak around the side. She's already got guns on her, and then he's like, "Hey," he's like, "There's just the one guy that speaks up. Is like, hey, put your arms," and then she shoots him. It's like, what? It just like makes no sense whatsoever. It's like, I guess just plot armor is abound for Frankenstein and the Bride until it's their time to die.
Plot
Question
armor
mark.
for characters that can come back as many times as they need to.
Well, and I was like, I literally, with the limited amount of time I had, I looked at all of the Frankenstein movies and like how that looks and the plots and everything. There have been so many Frankenstein movies. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then there's this, and I'm just like, why? Like, you're trying to be Harley Quinn and the Joker, but you're not doing that right. You're trying to be Bonnie and Clyde, and you're not doing that right. You're trying to be a feminist and not doing that right. Like, do one of the things right. Just do a thing good. I don't know. I felt
Have you guys watched the Bride of Frankenstein?
I watched part of it because actually when Mary Shelley's like, or when she's like, her head is in the little vase or whatever, that's part of it in the Bride of Frankenstein where there's like the little people in the little vases.
So,
and I was like, oh, okay.
Bryce, you and I reviewed The Bride of Frankenstein on Pretentious Reviews, I think.
Yeah, I thought we did. I kind of love the James Whale Frankensteins. Like, I see why they're so iconic because James Whale is kind of awesome. And I think in the scene, it's the final scene of the movie, if I can remember correctly, where they reinvigorate the bride. This, for me, is one of the funniest scenes and tell you pretty much everything you want to know about. Like, I think this stands as a better statement of what the bride is than this entire movie. Like, let me show this on screen. I'm pretty sure.
I remember this being super impactful when I watched that.
Yeah. So she just got brought to life. She's kind of got like kind of insect-like movements or whatever. But this is the moment when Frankenstein enters and he's like, "Finally, my bride." I love that so much because it's like she's created for him and she's like, what the fuck? No, thank you. Like that's like so much more impactful than this whole film.
Well, so that is, and there's a whole layer though in this film of how he lied to her and acted like he knew her before she was dead. And then
with
he
no
tells her the truth.
No like delivery, like no like payoff. whatsoever for that line.
I felt like he was so nothing this entire film. Like, he was nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everything that they tried to set up had zero payoff. Like, the whole thing with Frankenstein lying to her, the whole thing with, like, her backstory of, like, the crime boss. I mean, I guess that's the one that, like, almost gets close to a payoff, is the crime boss getting his tongue cut out.
Mm-hmm.
So can we talk
And then,
about
like, the
that?
guy that supposedly pushed her down the stairs, like, so little payoff. It's like, and then they caught him.
He is arrested.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
No, so can we talk about that, like, that end scene after the credits start, and then it's, like, the end scene?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hated that. I hated it so much. It was just trying to be like, we're feminists. Women are awesome. Like, they're all reanimated women because they have all the black shit on their face. And Peter Skarsgård, like, Homegirl's husband, is there, standing there at the door. Okay, okay, this is weird. And everybody's going in, and then they're cutting out his tongue, and all the women are there in the club. And there's all these tongues everywhere. And it's like, what would have been way cooler is if Frankie and the bride went and killed him. Like, that would have been cool. But instead, it's like this weird, unearned, everybody's reanimated now because of the case, and it's all feminism, and it's like women taking back their power. And
I didn't even see that as them being reanimated. I thought they were just, like, painting their face.
Do you think they were painting it? So maybe, yeah, that could be it.
But,
you know, even the... as you were showing me that clip, I was thinking, even the fact that Frankenstein's monster is like a hodgepodge creation that's like grotesque and terrifying, and then when they make the bride, it's just this completely put together hot woman.
That's so anti-feminist.
That in itself is like an anti-feminist statement, but also like it's like commentary, so it could still be considered like a feminist movie. It's just an interesting that even back then in this original The Bride of Frankenstein, like, that's an interesting concept to be like, well, like, no, the wife has to be hot.
She grotesque.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, why isn't she grotesque? And this creature in creation.
If I may, in the Frankenstein lore, probably...
I would prefer you not.
In the Frankenstein lore, probably one of the best movies to explore that theme would be Frankenhooker.
Ah.
Because Frankenhooker is very much about putting together the ideal hooker.
Yeah, well, it starts off, he's like, I just want my girlfriend back, but then he's like, well, if we can make her boobs a little bit bigger, why not? Yeah. You know?
Homegirl literally says, do you want a redhead with perky titties? She says that in the movie. Like, to Frankenstein.
And Frankenstein's like, yes, obviously. Well, what are we doing here?
It's so funny because he's like, well, it's not about sex, but like, yeah, if she could have perky titties, that'd be cool.
Like, that'd be great.
Obviously, I want perky tits. Like,
okay, so I have a question for you guys about tone. Because at the beginning I was like, okay, maybe they're trying to be funny, but then I'm like, ooh, I don't know if they are trying to be funny. Like, how did you guys feel about the tone throughout the film?
I think they're trying to have humor and it just falls flat. Like, none of the humor lands.
What was the humor? Because
I was the only one laughing in the theater. Nobody else was laughing.
I don't think I even laughed at all. I don't know, where was the humor supposed to be?
There's a couple unintentionally humorous spots too. I can't remember.
Benning, when she, like, the doctor, she was hilarious. She said the weirdest shit, and you're just like, what?
There was that. I can't remember what. There was one part where, like, oh man, I wish I wrote it down. There was one part in the theater where the audience was laughing, and it was not supposed to be funny.
Exactly. That's what I'm concerned about. I'm like, was I laughing at things that aren't supposed to be funny?
One thing that I thought was kind of humorous was when at the end when the bride takes Frank back to the doctor and they open the door and the assistant lady has the makeup on her face, and I was like, okay, so she's a fangirl now. Like, that's kind of funny because earlier she was terrified.
Okay, so you saw it as that? Because I didn't understand. I was like, did she die and they brought her back to life? Like, I didn't
See, this is weird
understand.
because I thought she did die, was brought back
Yeah,
to life, but
that's
the
what
other
I
ones I
thought.
thought were fangirls.
Oh,
Oh,
see, yeah,
weird.
I was like,
I thought they were all
it's like-
fangirls.
Okay. And actually, Max, I think you're probably more on the money than me and Bryce, to be honest, because of the way that they did like the whole scene of everybody being like excited and trying to
Yeah, because
riot.
the maid was completely on board, and before she was like super sus.
Yeah. I was like, did she die? What happened? We were all like, all of us that went to the movie were like, what, is she dead?
So
Like,
in the end, when they're cutting out that guy's tongue, they're tattooing the mark on his face. And
oh.
I don't even think they're using makeup. I think they're all tattooing that on their face.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're a hardcore feminist and like this is your life and you want change, like
Ugh.
face tattoos.
I want change. We're doing face tattoos. Oh gosh, this movie was great. I feel like you guys didn't like it as much as you gave it the good rating.
I feel like I feed off of negative energy for sure. Like, and I enjoy clowning on a movie. So if we're gonna talk negative, let's do it. You know?
Yeah,
It's
again, like all my points, like my actual enjoyment of the movie, probably like a 3, to be honest. But I
Thank you.
respect the swing for the fences, the unique perspective, even though none of it lands. Like, this is like kind of like grading a David Lynch movie. It's like, yeah, it's awful. Like, it's a terrible experience, but you gotta respect the game, you know? Like,
no,
and-
I that's why I'm a 2, but I'm giving it a 5. In my heart,
Right.
it's a 2. I'm giving it a 5 for the effort.
so I mean, here's the real question: is should people see this movie?
No.
That's
wait,
the
maybe.
question. Is like, yeah, exactly. It's like I can't say like, no, don't go see this movie. Like, say it's a bad experience. Save yourself the time and money. It's like, it's kind of interesting. Like, it's a ride, and even though it's too long, it's badly paced. It's got a lot of problems.
Don't pay for
I would
it.
rather see this than the next 10 Scream.
Yeah.
Well,
you
that's
know.
why I think you guys are tainted because you got to see like 2 bad movies back to back.
Oh, it's been more than
and then
2.
you saw, and then you guys see this, and you're like, it's not that bad.
More like 7 years worth
Well, okay, but
of movies.
But here's the thing is like, that's how things are graded. They're graded on a curve because if 5 is average is going to depend on the other movies that I've seen, right? And if all I've seen is trash in the past couple months, except for Send
You're
Help.
like, this movie's great.
Yeah.
Send Help was awesome.
Send Help was fun,
I
but since
loved
then it's
Send
been
Help.
like, we are not getting good ones lately. And so for this one, for me to sit down and be like, I'm not totally bored and I don't like want to go home immediately and I'm not checking the time, that's a decent ride right there.
That's valid.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this for a while now. My barometer is so out of whack for like reviews. Like, I don't even know what I like anymore. 'Cause it's like, I've seen, you know, once you've seen the horrible Dr. Bones and, you know, the Ginger Dead Man, like, and that's in your head, and you've like
You're like,
watched
this movie's
watched
actually
all
a
the
real
Exorcists, you know, watched like Hereditary, and then you've seen everything in between. Everything kind of lands at a 5, and you kind of have to make a case for, is it better than average or worse than average? Like, and it really comes down to how much did this movie piss me off and like make me like mad that I had to sit through it, and how much did this like make me think? And I think anything that makes me think or engage with it more than Night Swim, you know, or The Boy
I know,
2,
Night Swim is terrible.
it's like,
It's Brahms,
you
the
know,
boy
that's
too.
that's where it lands on the average meter.
So
But no, it's pretty hard to get up to like 8 and 9 or down to 2 or 3.
I think
for
that's
me.
a good point because while watching this movie, like I could see what was wrong with it, but I wasn't upset. Like I didn't get pissed off. And I don't know, maybe like viewing this as a woman would piss me off because I'm like, maybe that's not the feminist energy I'm going for, but I don't know.
It just so.
Well, Max, I am a feminist, and for me, myself, as a feminist, I was offended by the messaging in it.
I was trying my best to watch it through women's eyes.
I'm trying to stand
my
up
mind's eye is a woman.
for my fellow feminists.
My whole thing was that it was like
Mikayla, I'm trying to talk right now. What I'm trying to say is that this film should be important, and it's not.
No,
as a feminist.
No, I see what you're saying. That's a really good point.
No,
Excuse me.
Max, did you have something else that you wanted to say?
I wanted to
I
just say
can't
that.
talk. Max has to talk.
Mikayla, can we mute her? How do we? Anyways, yeah, no, I think a women's perspective on Frankenstein is really valuable. So I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10.
I can't. It just, to me, it was like offensive as like to call it feminist. Honestly, I'm just like, you missed the mark, honey. Like, no.
Yeah. No, I'm so glad that we had you on, Mikayla, because I was like, what am I missing? Like, what? Is it me?
No, it's
Am
not
I the
you.
problem? Like,
No.
is that what's wrong? And so
Maggie Gyllenhaal's the problem.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is the problem.
I'm gonna make a prediction. Okay, so there's this great thing that happens when we give a nuanced take on a progressive issue.
They're gonna hate this.
There's going to be
this whole
people
movie,
who,
I can tell you right now, it's going to be split
yeah.
right down the middle. There's going to
Everybody's
be
gonna hate me now. They liked me, now they're gonna hate me.
Well, because there's levels to thinking about social issues, right? I'm going to just go with what the people are saying, and then I agree with this, but not in the way the people are doing it. And
Right.
I feel like that's usually the take that I land on, and then I get labeled, a misogynist in the Apple review comments. So,
well, I mean, it's a shaky ground to be on as a straight white male, being like, yeah, that's not how I would have done the activism.
No, it's very good that you guys had a buffer of a female to be like, I hated this fucking movie.
Right.
And it wasn't feminist.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what the Rotten Tomato score on this is right now.
Okay, everything I saw is like, it's all in the middle. It's like 6 for pretty much.
on
Oh,
Letterboxd,
it's in
it was about a
60.
6.
That feels kind of
I feel like that's too
constructed.
high. Exactly. It
Because it's
feels-
fresh, but it's right at 60. That is like the minimum for being fresh.
Yeah, I'm just like, ugh. And I'll go back to the fact that when you guys told me that this was the movie, I was like, fuck, I don't want to see this movie. And then I watched the trailer and I'm like, okay, I'm excited. This is going to be fun. There's dance numbers. Cool. Like, let's go. And I got all excited. And then I started watching and I'm just like, is it going to end? Like, please, just be over. Because you're not making any valid points. And it was pretty. Like, they did good cinematography, all of the beautiful aspects. But they just missed the mark so hard.
I think that there actually are some valid points in here, but they're obscured by the fact that the movie's confusing. Like, it's coming at it from all these angles, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly the boiled down message is. And I'm like, yeah, a woman should be able to work wherever she wants and not, get put down. And yeah, a woman should be able to decide who she marries and for what reasons and, what her life looks like. And yeah, a woman should not have her life dictated by a man. But also, I'm still confused if that truly is what they were trying to say.
It was. No, Max, you surmised it so perfectly. It's like, it was confusing. There was nothing clear about anything.
I don't want women controlling my life anymore, so I'm gonna change my name to the husband.
I gotta say, I just realized I didn't have my one. Well, I had like my one praise is like the design and kind of tone of it, but the other main praise is Jessie Buckley was great in this. Like, She
Her
was
acting
probably
was
the
great.
absolute best part of it. For the ask for what she was supposed to bring to this, perfect. I mean, she did great. Like, for as many like weird angles that was being taken with this movie,
Dude.
Jessie Buckley delivered on every one. It didn't end up being cohesive,
Do you
but
think
her performance was fantastic.
Do you think Jessie Buckley is like big on women's issues in movies specifically? Because she was the main actress in Men, and that was another one where it's like,
Yeah.
this is a
Hamnet.
I
This-
didn't even realize she was the one in Men.
And
Oh my
I'm
God.
thinking of Ending Things, which has also got a lot of like controlling
I love
men
that
vibes.
one too. I've seen that. Yeah, interesting. I love both those movies actually, and I'm not one of those people that's going to be like, I'm a feminist. I just believe in like normal human rights things. Like I don't like choose a particular
Well, I'm a
stance.
feminist, so
I mean, that is a good question. Like, are women human? Like,
Yeah,
that's
exactly right.
the question you have
and
to
what are your
answer.
thoughts on that?
I'm more egalitarian, you know, like it's just we're all people, it's fine. Everybody's got rights, we're good. But I loved Men. I didn't even realize that was her. You guys just blew my
Yeah,
mind.
I didn't realize that. It makes sense now. I didn't realize she was in the woman
I didn't
in
know
I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
Yeah, me either. I loved that movie too.
You dye her hair blonde, she looks like a totally different person.
Yeah, I swear
honestly.
that I thought that was
I'm like so stoked out. I like this. Okay, yep. I'm good on my 5 now because of just those facts about her.
yeah.
I bet you if you were to watch some of these
I'm
other
Thinking of
movies
Ending
with her,
Things is probably the one movie that actually I can say sent me into a depression. Was like
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Ending Things. Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
that
a
one-
lot.
was so toned
Ooh.
well that it literally like put me in a mind space where like, oh shit, I'm gonna be depressed for the next couple
Bro,
days.
This is
If you want to kill yourself, you should watch If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
I watched that one too. That one was good.
guys, this movie isn't even her first movie about a monster couple in love.
What? I looked at her like, how are you
The
finding
Scarecrow's
this
wedding.
What?
She's the woman Scarecrow in the Scarecrow's wedding. Oh my gosh, Jack and the Cuckoo Clock. It's another monster in love movie. What's happening?
If she's not careful, she's gonna get
Typecast.
She's in
Typecast,
Romeo and
you know?
Juliet as Juliet.
Oh, I knew that. Okay. Well, the one I knew
This
that
woman
I
has
was thinking
themes.
of, I can't believe I didn't see that she was in Men, and I'm thinking of Ending Things. That like literally just broke my brain. But she was in The Lost Daughter, which was Maggie Gyllenhaal's like first movie that got all kinds of awards and shit. I really wanted to see it. I never watched it, but I think it's kind of about like hating being a mom. I don't know. Which is valid, so it's okay. But
Which must be interesting for Maggie Gyllenhaal's daughters to watch.
Those movies.
Oh, your first movie is about hating motherhood? Interesting.
Movies about hating being a parent in general depress me because like I'm like, I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a mom per se, but like I get it. There are days where you hate the role of parenthood. Some days it
I've
sucks,
literally told clients
but
it's okay to say that you don't like it. It's okay.
at the same
Promise.
time, like I don't know, the movies where that's the thing, it feels icky to me. I'm like, oh, it's like, oh.
Yeah, because there's no counterpoint.
Yeah,
There's no
there's-
movies where it's like,
Well-
I love being a parent. Isn't
Well,
having a family and having a loving, like, landing pad for yourself and people that you love, isn't that nice? Like, nope, not interesting. Let's move on.
Well, the like, if I had legs, I'd kick you. Now it's this like running joke with me and my fiance. He's just like, "Am I gonna die?" Because like the little girl like just screams all the time, like, "We're gonna die! Oh my god!" And she's just awful the whole movie. And so then anytime anything is like hard or something, he'll just yell that at me. I'm like, "Cool, thanks."
Yeah.
Yep, it's great.
All right. Well,
This
I
movie
mean,
was wonderful.
it was an experience.
Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
God no.
You know, Girls get it done. That's
Girls
my final thought.
get it done.
Stop. Is that Starlight?
Yeah.
Like what?
Dude.
Yeah, from The Boys.
Yes,
Do you-
I can't
do you-
wait for The Boys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite couple episodes of that series was the girls get
The
it done
girls
stuff.
get it done.
And they were kicking the shit out of the Nazi girl. I was like, yes.
Oh, that episode was so good. They just beat her. Oh, yep.
The Boys is something I could talk about. Man, maybe we got to do
I
a
could talk
bonus
about The
episode on
Boys
the final
forever.
season when it comes out.
We
Oh
could
my
do.
God.
Well, we could talk about The
If
Boys on the Afterpod.
Yeah, because I'm like, you guys don't even have to pick me. I will come on, like, as a guest and talk about The Boys ad nauseum. I fucking love The Boys. And I watched all of Gen V. I'm pumped. I'm ready.
For The Boys being like the 5th or 6th commentary on like popular commentaries on superheroes, for some reason it's still like delivered. It's like, okay, how is it this the best one? Like they nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
And yeah, I don't know
That scene where he
how many times
blasts
they could do that trope.
that scene where he blasts that dude's head open and everyone claps. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember what
Yeah.
political figure does this remind me of? What current president does this remind me of? Anyways. Guys, thank you for checking out Horror Movie Talk today. If you want to hear your voice on the show, call 682-253-4468. That was from memory, Bryce. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir. You lose. You get nothing. Is that a raincoat? Yes, it is.
I just took a stroll through the scraggly woods.
He had no face.
Horror!
Wow, that didn't sound good.